Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. In this Warcraft Rumble dungeon guide, I'm going to take a look at Deadmines on a Cenarion week, and especially this Cenarius army. First, let's take a quick look at the dungeon mechanics. We first post Mr. Smite, sabers and pistols, then anchors away. The theme of Deadmines generally is free stuff. Smite has free stuff. These are free. These are free, they respawn as well. These are free. There's also going to be a Stonehoof Torrent that's in stealth, that's going to come walk through this pipe and then attack your base. And all of that stuff is free. So you're fighting a bit of an uphill battle. The way I like to fight against Mr. Smite is that I like to take this stone. That means that most of the attacks are going to come from this direction. I also like to turn this arrow so that when I fight against the pushes that are coming from here, then my army, after it survives that, then it moves along here over the bridge, and I focus my assaults on Smite to come from here. And that also means that I have easy access to these two gold veins. This gold vein, I just completely abandoned that. I don't want to take this stone either, because if I take this stone, then Smite might start pushing to the other side, and I don't want that to happen. So just move over here, move over here. The Tauren, you can use Whelpex, for example, over here on the pipe, and then they will attack Tauren. You can also use chickens. Chickens are good against Tauren, chickens are good against Prowler. There's multiple alternatives on how you can do this. The second boss, Kuki, takes free stuff to the maximum, because Kuki has all of these squads of free units that it gets. First they come from this side, and then they start to attack you from here, and then they come from this side, gather here and start attacking from here. So they take turns coming from one side and the other, and all of this stuff is free and in addition to what Kuki has usually. For this one, there are 3 lanes. I typically want to take these 2 lanes. The order can differ a little bit, either this one first or this one first. I like to take these chests early, so I often turn these arrows and something to grab those chests, and I like to send a miner at the start, because there's this gold vein with 2 nuggets on it ready, and if you can send a miner out there, then you will get those instead of Kuki. Then you just need some way to handle these big swarms. It can be Living Bomb, Blizzard, Safe Pilot, Whelpex. There's a few alternatives how you can handle those, but some way to handle these and then grab some towers and then push at Kuki. One thing to note is that there's this arrow over here, and you know where the next free squad is going to come from. So it's a good idea to launch your pushes from the center, because then you can control where your push is going to go so that they don't just run straight into free minis, but they can actually get to Kuki. Finally, there's the third boss, Sneed, and Sneed is a really annoying boss where slight lapse in concentration can immediately lose you the game, because there are these 2 platforms. They are connected. When they are sparkly like this, then the next mini that steps on it is going to be destroyed, and 5 copies of that mini are going to come down this lane. And then the platforms go on a cooldown for a little while, and then after a little while they start sparkling again, and then again the next mini that comes is going to come in 5 copies. So you need to pay careful attention to the platforms, pay attention to what gets copied, maybe use some unbound minis so that they get copied instead of something like a Molten Giant. And another thing is that you want to control this bridge, because when the minis come down over here, if you have ranged minis on the bridge, then they can immediately shoot the newcomers before they can do anything. So that can help even if you face something like Molten Giants. Typical strategy against Sneed would involve taking this tower first, then taking this tower, then assaulting Sneed from here, or potentially just defending and then using Whelpex and Quillbore or something, unbound spam, to just kill Sneed while you're defending against everything that Sneed has to offer. So this is my Deadmines army for Cenarius. I'm using Eclipse, Defiance Bandits, Abomination, Frostfall Shaman, Angry Chickens, and Witch Doctor. So I'm still running this Death Ball comp, so the plan is that this Abomination is going to get armor from the Shaman talent, and then that Abomination is going to do a lot of tanking. I actually now have 2 healers because Cenarius can also heal, although Shaman remains my main healer. I'm using Eclipse. I'm trying to use Eclipse in its Sunfire form whenever possible, so that when I can, I try to get to play that Cenarius so that it will change form into Sunfire, so that I will be able to then use the Sunfire. Sometimes Moonfire can also be okay. There's plenty of uses for the bandits. Bandits can stun things, they open chests and give you a lot of income. Then I have the chickens. Chickens are here to counter Prowlers and to counter Stonehoof Tauren, so single target physical damage dealers that chickens are really strong against. And Witch Doctor is important for giving shields to your minis, especially in order to counter stuff like, for example, Chain Lightning on the chickens or Execute on the Abomination. And with this team, well, first you're going to roll on with the Abomination in order to take down Mr. Smite. Then there's going to be Cookie, and Cookie, you're going to take some towers, and again, Abomination rolling in. Sometimes chickens coming from behind, which is fun, but doesn't always happen. And then in the final boss, just Abomination Death Ball, and boom, Sneed is going to go down. And this is what it all looks like in action. Okay, now I need to get somebody to go out there. Yes, now we can get somebody to pick up the stone. That's what I want. Alright. This is now looking excellent. We get the stone, and then once we have the stone, we can get the Abomination out here. And I can get chickens out there to counter the Tauren. Now I have space to get the Witch Doctor in. I've called for another Cenarius. The more Cenarius is, the merrier, right? Alright, and this is in the back. Got a really good start there. Alright, let's go for Cookie action. We get these out there, wonderful. We can get the gold. We have that one, that's superb. We can get even more gold. Then just please get me the gold. Wonderful, wonderful. And here and there, and these are now headed up. And then I'll try to kill the ranged minis there. Without the ranged minis... No, I managed to lose the chest. Without the ranged minis, my push should be just that much stronger. Okay, looking good, looking good. Yes, that push is looking awesome. Then I want Sunfire, so I need to do Cenarius here. Then I can Sunfire there. And that allows me to then get the chickens in. To defend the rest of the push. Pretty awkward defense, but it did the job. And we have a really major push going in. And the goal is that Cookie is going to be killed with this push. They are coming clumped up, so another wonderful opportunity to Sunfire. I managed to lose some gold there. But the goal is to kill Cookie with this push. I believe this push is going to be strong enough to do it. I get another Sunfire. And the push is strong enough to do it. Well, I have Cenarius. I guess Cenarius is what I'm going to go with then. And a bit of Sunfire. I would have preferred the Abomination. But if you don't have it, you don't have it. Also the miner at the very bottom. So that was pretty much the worst case scenario for the hand, for the opening hand. I can't get armor on the Abomination, but I will get a healer to go with the team. It should be good enough. Alright, small one got copied. That's totally fine. I should have saved those. These are going to meet the giant. Alright, that push is going really, really well. Something gets copied, but it does not matter. Because we are going in. We're so going in here. The team is in, and Sneed is going to go down. Just watch. I can get a Sunfire out there too. A little bit extra damage. Boom. That's why I like the Death Ball strategy. Thank you for watching. Click like and subscribe if you enjoyed this, and a special thanks to all of my Patreon supporters, YouTube members and Twitch subscribers who make all of these videos possible.